Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms. So you join me at Chipping Norton. So what we're doing is we are drilling some more sunflowers while we wait on the roller. So I've got quite half a mind to basically buy a bigger roller, because the roller we have is far too small for what we are doing now. So we've still got all the fields down here to plant. So we're going to do this one with sunflowers, going to do a couple with soybeans, and we're also going to do some sorghum. So all new crops, we haven't tried them yet, but first we need to drill this and then spray it off, because it's drilling it but leaving the weeds. I don't really think this is a cultivator planter. I think this is just literally drilling straight into the old crop, which ain't a problem. Greta Thunberg loves it when we do this, but we will need to get these weeds all sprayed off, because as you can see the fields look fairly messy. I'm also interested to see if this works or if this is going to be a complete shambles, but we'll discover together. So for now, let's just leave that and let's look at rollers, because we are desperate for a bigger roller, really are. He's still in the original field. So we have a look at rollers. And we've also got to have a look at horsepower, because 275, 350 horsepower, and this is one we've got that only requires 120, but as you can see our tractor we've got spare I don't think is that big. We'll just have a quick look just to see. Where are we? This fast track maxed out, she's only 230, so I don't think we have the power to pull a bigger one, which is a bit annoying, unless we bought something more powerful, but then we're into a lot of money, aren't we? I think we'll just have to leave it for now, and I'll carry on drilling, and as soon as he's done we'll get him moved into the next field, which is the sunflower field, and then we'll bring him over here, or I might do this one so it's a lot quicker. But for now, let me go to it and I'll quickly get this field planted. So what I've just realised is that is not drilling, all it's doing is putting fertiliser down. So I think we're going to have to cultivate this field before we do this. It's definitely not a direct planter. So we'll get this moved over, bring the Lamborghini over, and we will we'll get it all cultivated, and then we can drill. So we will have to cultivate all of these fields before we plant. I don't know why it let us do the other field the other day without any trouble, but it ain't going to let us do this one without any trouble. So jump on the Lambo. We will need some more fertiliser soon, because it's just put fertiliser on the land and not done any drilling. So not the best, but at least I looked before we got carried away and we did all of the field. So let's go find the cultivator, which is here, and let's get those fields cultivated, and then we will get them planted. So let's get back onto this with our trusty old steed Lambo, and then let's have a look. There we go. There we go. So let's get this over to the field and let's get them cultivated, and then we can start doing some planting. So yeah, I'll get this run over now into this one, and then we'll get cracked on with this one first. Was this the one we were doing? No, it's further down. We were doing the bottom field, the big field. That one's the biggest one of all these little ones. It's a shame we can't take these hedges out, really, because that would make life so much easier, because we could then make the fields all one, and it would just be so much better for us. So let me just jump on here. I'll quickly get this field cultivated, and then we'll get it drilled or planted. See you guys shortly. Right, so we've finally got that field cultivated. And I see that this guy's finished, so we'll get him off into our sunflower field. And then he can be getting that done. To be fair, I've just set a worker on that, but I might carry on cultivating. And then next month, we could do more sunflowers, soy, however you pronounce it. We could do some soybeans, and we could do it all. So we try and stagger when everything's ready, sort of thing. So we're not having to do everything at the same time. To be fair, actually, I might just roll this field for a bit of change. Get this rolled, and then we'll move into next month. To say, we don't want everything to be harvesting at the same time, otherwise our harvest time is going to be crazy. So once we've rolled this, we should be up to date with everything what we're doing. Then we'll move on into April, and then we'll get the rest of our crops planted. And then if it runs on further, it's not the end of the world, because we can still plant a lot of it after then as well. So I think I'm going to do some rolling this time, just because I'll probably be a bit quicker than the worker, because he did take quite a while to do that field. But yeah, I'll quickly get this rolled, and then we can move in to April. Right, so we have finally got that field rolled. So we're going to run over now, back to the house, and we'll sleep into April. And then we're going to start a big old planting session. Now, because the class tractor is the only one that's really got the power for pulling the big roller, but this one could pull the planter. I don't know if to swap it around or not, because I think this will struggle with a planter uphill. So I'm not overly sure yet what to do. Or do we buy a bigger planter and make everything quicker and easier ourselves? Oh, she's a bit whippy. But yeah, no, so what we're going to do is move into April anyway. There'll be plenty of produce to sell again, I would have thought, but we need to get planted. So we've got about 5 or 6 fields down here to do, and we've got the one up by the shop, which is a fairly big field anyway. So we're going to have quite a bit of work to be doing. But for now, let's jump to home and have a nap. So I'll see you in April. So here we are in April. So now we can plant even more crops. So we're going to turn time down a bit, because we're going to have to be in April for quite some time. We've got plenty of fields to do. So as you can see, the worker has finished this field for us. So what we'll do is we'll get him moved now down to field 4. He can start getting that one ready for us. And then from there, we will... yeah, well, we'll just start planting, I think. I think I'll take the class tractor and I'm going to do all of the planting. because it's just easier. These tighter fields, the workers, they do a good job, but you know, sometimes they just miss bits, and yeah, I'll get stuck on something and it can just be a bit of a nightmare. So I'll get a worker doing the cultivating. They can't really go wrong with that. And then we're going to have to get all these fields planted, and then I'll run up to the store and get some more fertilizer, because we are running very, very low, especially after my little mistake. So let's get him set on his way, and let's get planting some more sunflowers, and then we'll get into some soybeans and some sorghum. Right, let's get him on his way. The roller's there ready, and I'm going to jump in this, do this field with sunflowers, and then we'll plant something even more interesting. Right, I'll see you shortly. Right guys, we're cracking on with this field quite well. So where we accidentally put the fertiliser down instead of doing any drilling, it is remembering that and not reapplicating. So it's not going too badly. Hopefully we'll get this field done very soon, and then we can move on and start doing some soybeans, I'm hoping. So that'll be a nice change of pace, because I don't think we've done any yet. So it should also make us some great profit when we come to sell it. Right, I'm going to crack on, get this last bit done. I think we've just got the headlands and this really random bit, because the fields in Chip and Norton are not square, but that's what we like about them, isn't it? So I'll get cracked on and let's get this all sorted. Right, so the sunflower field is all done. We're now on some soybeans. So I'm going to do this one and the one he's doing now with some beautiful soybeans. We are going to set the roller off in a second so you can follow behind us. And then the other field will be some of the Soybeans. I can't really remember how you pronounce it. But yeah, we'll do that down the bottom. And then that field by the shop will be our cornfield. So plenty to go on. This one shouldn't take as long to plant, and it's great because we're not using a lot of fertilizer now. So we will just get rid of, well, we will just get this until it's empty, and then we'll have to nip to the shop and get some more seed and some more fertilizer, because I don't know how long it's going to last us. So I'm going to get cracked on. We'll get it planted, and then we can move on to the next field. If that worker finishes though, I will just set him on to the next field. There's lots of field work going on, guys, so I do apologise, but got to be done. It's that time of year, and hopefully we'll get it all sorted, and harvest time will be quite fun. There'll be plenty going on with corn. We'll have the canola, we'll have soybeans, we'll have sunflowers, got potatoes, plenty to go at. Right, let me get finished and I'll see you guys shortly. Right, so we did run out of seeds before we got the field done. And the worker over here has just got finished. So we're going to move him on to this field here. The old, I think this was the potato field. And then we will go in the pickup truck and we'll go and fetch some more seeds and some more fertilizer. We don't need it for the soybeans, but we will need it for the sorghum. Right, let's get him set off. Let's find our, well, actually we might as well run the roller down to the field, get him going, because he's going to be the weakest and the slowest link of this puzzle. But not to worry, we will get there. To be fair, I'll take over rolling once we're getting close to finishing planting, just because I'll be able to smash it out a lot faster than him doing 120,000 3-point turns in the field. Alright, I think we just caught the gate there, but yeah, here we go. Right, it's field number 1 that needs rolling, and then we've just got the last lap of the headlands, and then we would have been done on the other field. But as always, we've just run out of seed, so we have got a bag of fertilizer in here, and it has dumped the rest into the trailer, which is quite annoying. I don't know if we'll be able to fill the thing up, the planter up from the trailer being loose. I'm not sure if that will work, but according to that, we've got 1,000 litres in there already, so that's not a problem. I don't think we've got any seeds kicking around anymore, because I think I've used everything. So I'll quickly run down to the shop and we'll pick some seed up, pick some fertiliser up, and then we'll carry on. So lucky for us, it looks like we've already got 2 bags of seeds left here. 130 litre and 1,000 litres, so that will do. I'll just take that straight back to the yard and we'll get it planted. So let me get this loaded and then we'll see you back at the field. But annoyingly, it doesn't look like we can use this fertiliser. It is stuck in our trailer, so we will get that emptied, but it does mean I'm going to have to run back to the store and get even more fertiliser, because I thought it was 1,000 litres in the bag and it didn't count what was in the trailer, but it turns out there's only 300 litres, so we're going to have to run back again. I'll pick another bag of seed up while we're there, and then we'll buy some more fertiliser and we'll get this dumped out, because it's obviously no good to us sat in the trailer. So another quick trip, but we'll soon get that field sorted. Right, so this is the last field on this side of the farm to be planted, and then we are pretty much there, so it's just the one by the shop left. Then we've got a big weed spraying sesh to go, and then we are there. So I'm going to go get the cultivator set up. I'm going to come and roll this field. I think we're going to run out of fertiliser again. I don't know if you see, but it's decanted into the trailer again, which is really annoying. But what I'm thinking of doing is I'll empty the trailer and I'll add 2 bags in to make up the difference, just because I don't know why it always decants into the trailer. All I was trying to do is stack them on top of the other ones, and then it just decided to empty it all. A bit annoying, that is, especially when you don't want it to. But never mind, we'll get around it. So we can soon get him filled up. So that should be all of the fields down this side of... apart from this one actually. Completely forgot about this one. Yeah. We'll get this one done. We're going to jump in the roller. We'll go get... We've got that field to roll, and we have the field above this one to roll. There's plenty to do. It's a lot of land work, unfortunately, guys, but once it's all done, it's out the way, and then we won't have to do it again. I quite enjoy it, though. It's like nice up and down. I know it's not easy to watch, but it is a big old time of year, especially when I could get bigger tackle, but because the gateways and the fields are so tight on this map, the bigger gear doesn't really fit. It's like if I went and got the 18-metre planter, there's no way we're getting that through this tight gate, and if we got the roller that's like really awkward to manoeuvre, you definitely wouldn't get it through. Yeah, it'd just be a nightmare. So unfortunately we're working with smaller equipment, but we're getting there. It's fun. We're enjoying ourselves, so we'll get it done, and then that will be the end of the planting season, and we can move on to selling some nice products again next time, and we'll also be doing a lot more other things, cutting the grass, you know, just general farm, and might even build another factory yet, because we've got all of the lemons, oranges, and what was it? I can't remember what the other one was. We've got, just double check that. So what have we got? So we have in our fruit orchard peaches, that was it. So we got some peaches left as well, and there's our man saying he's out of fertiliser, so let's go. So as you can see, annoyingly, it decanted into the trailer again. So there's 2,000 litres of fertiliser. So what we're going to do, we'll get it emptied. So there's no fertiliser in that trailer. Oh. That was not the one I wanted to do. I've just emptied all the diesel out of the truck. Yeah, it's this one. So we'll empty that. And then what we'll do is we'll add in 2 pallets of fertiliser. Go to big bags, solid fertiliser. And we'll add 2 bags of that. And then that makes up the difference. So we will get them taken over to the drill, or I might actually just bring the drill up here. It didn't get very far, but yeah, I'll bring the drill up here and we'll get it filled up, and then we'll get him set on and we'll carry on rolling. Right, so that one's all done as well. So we've just got to nip him now to the field I forgot about. We'll get this unfolded. We'll get it dropped, and then we'll take it up to the top. We'll probably do another soybean field at the top, because they will make us quite a few pennies. So let's run this one to that top field where we've just been cultivating. He can then plant some soybeans in there as well. And then that leaves one big field of corn at the top of the farm. So it should be a very good cropping this year. We've got plenty of variety in the pot. So we'll get him up here through these gates. And then hopefully, I think the cultivator guy will be done now. We can move him off into the shop field then. He can finish, he can cultivate that field for us by the shop. And then we will be on top of all of our planting and drilling for this year. So it is taking a good amount of time really, but like you say, it's part of the fun. And it's not often you get a chance to plant so many different fields. It doesn't help that we bought all of them fields when we got some money, but at the same time, this is where all the money's going to be this year. It's going to be in soybeans, sorghum, and that's how I've remembered how to pronounce it now. I see it on the drill and I remembered. Yeah, we'll get the sorghum and everything all sold, and then we'll make loads of money this year off this. It should be a really good year, and it means that Diddly Squat Farm will be expanding even more. But as you can see from that field, we're definitely going to have to, because they have peas, we've got peas in there as well. We're definitely going to have to do some weed spraying very soon. And that pea field needs spraying with fertiliser, because for some reason, when we planted it, it wouldn't work. Bit unusual, but never mind. So I've got to remember, and it's on my list now, that we need to spray that with fertiliser and do some weed killing. So all the fields we planted last month will have to be sprayed off, and then next month all the fields we planted this month will have to be sprayed off. So quite a lot of spraying to do, but it doesn't take long when you've got that 33-metre boom. The tram lines are there as well, so we can see where we've got to go. I think the only one we don't have tram lines in is on the potato field, so I don't think the potato drill puts tram lines in, as you can see there, because the fields were set up for tram lines, but obviously it hasn't put them in. And on the one to the left, it's put them in for us, so not the end of the world, we'll soon get around it. Right, I'm going to take this up to this field up here now, and then I can get him set off. We'll get that last field rolled, he's planting it, and then we'll get it rolled. So it's working quite nicely, 2 workers and me. We're making light work of all the work on the farm. As you can see, this one's the last one to be done. Right, and we spread all the lime, so we should be getting some really good yield this year. Right, I'm going to get back in this field, quickly roll it. It's not a very big field, it shouldn't take very long at all. And then we'll go up to where he is now, and then we can get that one rolled after. Right guys, so we are on to the last field now. Everything else is up to date, so I think we're going to leave it there today guys. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you've enjoyed the content tonight. So we've done lots and lots. It's a lot of field work, but we're getting there. So if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, please leave them below, and if you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, you'll get a notification of when we do the cornfield. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.